Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino, and yeah, this is my post-market wrap-up on this record-setting Monday, another record high for the stock market, and we're going to talk about that. Um, Monday, July 26th, 2021. So let's see, we got several rounds of, vomitous economic news today. It can't be any worse, seriously. And yet again, the stock market surges to new record highs across the board. I'm talking about the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. I mean, nothing dramatic here, but enough to get new record highs despite the economic news, which does not stop. People, it doesn't stop. There's nothing good on the horizon. As a matter of fact, we heard from the Fed last week that our economy is in fact slowing, and the CPI backed that up. We are slowing down. You know what? Let's cover the news before we move on to the markets a little bit more. So the first piece of bad economic news is this. New home sales crater, absolutely crater, and this was unexpected. The economists, the same retards, can I just say that? I'm going to say it, retards, that they've been polling over and over again. They're consistently wrong. They don't see it coming. They don't understand what's going on around them. Just like the commentators on the mainstream show, they don't get it. Oh, why was the number so bad? Our economy is so strong. You got to be kidding me. So not only did new home sales crater, but last month the numbers were revised lower. Imagine my shock. No, I'm not shocked at all. And the second piece of bad economic news is this regarding inflation. It is surging. Consumer prices have surged nearly 6% last month, and we're going to get a new number soon too. As a matter of fact, this is kind of crazy here, and look this up for yourself. Food inflation is so extreme at the present time that people are cutting back on, I guess, buying food or buying better food. We're being poisoned anyway. Our food is, you wouldn't feed this literally to a farm animal or a stray cat in the street. But meanwhile, they're feeding it to you and me. And, it's a shame, really. It's a shame. It's a crime. How about that? They're keeping people ill. They're making sure they're eating worse than dog shit. And that's just the way it's going to go here. What else did I write right here? Like I was talking about, it's just abysmal. I don't know what else to say, but it doesn't matter. The worse the economic news continues to be, and we haven't had one single actual round of good economic news in years. Years, absolutely in years. It's been out of control. The market has literally been on life support since the meltdown of '08, all throughout Obama, all throughout Trump, and the current freak show. It's just, it's all been propped up by the Fed. And it's astounding to me, really, but that's the way it's going here. We are in economic collapse. Meanwhile, the stock market, record high, record high, record high, and it won't stop. Cryptocurrencies today, people, got bid higher across the board. Very nice. Gold and silver finished mixed. We had a slight loss for gold and a slight gain for silver here. The dollar down, weaker. Crude oil above $72 a barrel. No surprise to anyone here. And crude is going much higher, much higher. Just get ready for that too. Do you think the issue with regard to inflation here? We have a dollar that is obviously losing its purchasing power at an astounding pace. So henceforth, why you're going to see everything inflate. Stock market, because it takes more weaker dollars to buy anything, even a share of stock. So you got this artificially propped up market, crude oil 72, food prices surging, consumer prices surging. It's just lovely, isn't it? I think you would have to agree. I'm just kidding here. It's not lovely at all. And this is why you need to take action. People, I don't know another way to put this. You can't sit there and do nothing. If you sit there and you do nothing, you're literally laying down and for the slaughter here. Most people are walking directly into the slaughterhouse by design. This is all by design. You know that. You need to hedge yourself against the debt. You know that. Bet against it. Become your own central bank. Hoard precious metals in this environment. Physical silver, more specifically. I told you recently, or I've been saying this, if you need to hold one asset, just one. If, Greg, I don't have a lot of money. I only have X left over at the end of the month. If you have anything left over, in my opinion, do your own research on this, or ask anyone pretty much that has a functioning brain cell, even one, and they're going to tell you you should be hoarding physical silver here. Again, look at the Dow gold ratio, the gold-silver ratio. I will not change my stance on here. I mean, it's in your face. Physical silver is the most undervalued asset in the history of the world. So, get yourself on that side of this. Look, there are so many ways, people, to take advantage of this, and I'm doing my absolute best. I am trying so hard to make this easy for you. For you lions out here, what did I just do? Check your email box if you're a subscriber to my newsletter. I just sent out a brief, it's 5 pages long, on 7 important stock trading strategies. It's free. I just sent it to you because I want you to have it. Look, all I've ever wanted since I started this blog years ago was for you and, of course, myself to win in this environment where they're literally murdering us. They are trying to murder us. The largest part of the population is nearly gone. I'm talking about the middle class, okay? They're being erased. We're moving to a new paradigm. I mean, a new government system, a corporate entity, some twisted kind of merger between government and corporations here, elimination of small businesses on a massive scale. That's what's really behind this whole scamdemic. I think you all know that. Look, it's so twisted, it's hard to get your head around, but put that all aside. You just got to look at, a couple of things around you. We got surging out of control inflation. It's not going to stop. Again, we're going to hear from the Fed Wednesday. The Fed's not going to stop running their inflation creation machine. People are writing to me again, Greg, you're wrong on this. Greg, you're wrong on this. We'll see who's wrong on this. I told you, if I'm wrong, if I am that wrong, come Wednesday and the Fed raises rates, I will stop doing video blogs. How's that? I will stop. I can't believe I would be that wrong here. And in the face of this economic news, even just that we got today, new home sales cratering, the prior month being revised lower, that alone and everything else connected to our economy, which is in free fall, the Fed's not going to stop. Again, the distractions and the lies are going to be, we're in a boom. Everything is great. Really? Is that why the Federal Reserve is maintaining its emergency monetary policy, quantitative easing to the highest possible order? Let me let you in on a big secret in case you don't know. I've been talking about this. I wrote articles for the Trends Journal about this. The Fed will be increasing asset purchases, increasing people, not decreasing them. Why? The Fed is going to continue to inflate. Every dollar or every fiat instrument that a central bank is allowed to issue or called upon to issue, another $3.5 trillion they're talking about here, it makes them exponentially stronger. Central banks around the world are the government. There's no entity stronger today than, the Federal Reserve, honestly. They're it. Why? Because the U.S. dollar remains the world reserve, and it will remain the world reserve currency, period. The freaking end. It's a freak show. You all know that. Anyway, people, look, you and I remain on the right side of this. For my lions out here, just real quick, I also sent out, and hopefully you saw it earlier today, a new stock pick and how to play it. Again, if you are a subscriber to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video, it's in your email box. And check my website right here, traderschoice.net, top of the second page, all my most recent stock picks, and they've been doing phenomenal. People, like I said, this guy is working around the clock to make sure you remain ahead of the curve. And that's exactly where I'm going to keep you. Anyway, people, with that said, that's it. I think this has been a very important video. What do you think about this? The endless round after round of bad economic news, and this stock market just keeps going up. It just keeps inflating, just as everything else is inflating, and the Fed's balance sheet is ballooning. And the higher that goes, the Fed's balance sheet, now 8.24 trillion and counting, the higher that goes, the higher the stock market's going to go, the more inflation we're going to get, and the Fed is not done. Again, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're issuing debt through one door. They're buying it back through another door. None of our representatives want to talk about this with the Fed chairperson or possibly a Fed president. Oh, no. Why? Because our representatives represent nobody. They don't represent you. They represent the corporate agenda, and they represent the Federal Reserve. Okay? They all do. It just is a never-ending freak show on an epic scale. All right. This guy's out of here. Love you a lot. See you in the morning.